Hello, I am Archivist Aaron, and welcome to my study. And today, we are back to Final Fantasy II. Now, last time, we just found the illusory walls to get back into this dungeon, and that's about it. I don't know where this dungeon goes. I think we're trying to get to like some tower where the guy with the weird name went, which it does not narrow it down very much. A lot of people in this game have weird names, but yeah, weird name guy went to like a tower, and then he is looking for like this magic, this very good magic. It was like Ultima magic or something. Who knows? And so we're going to find him, I guess, because he never came back. So I'm back in the dungeon, and we're gonna continue from here. But first, I think we figured out, or I think I figured out why I've been having all the lag and stuff with the game. And I think it's because my video driver was like 7 months out of date, which was on purpose, but it was accidentally on purpose. Because 7 months ago, I had an issue where the newest driver had actually made it so OBS wouldn't stream. So I had to go back and turn off automatic updates and revert to a previous driver so that OBS would actually function. And I'd meant to turn it back on after like a week and be like, oh, they probably have an update now that isn't breaking OBS. So I'm just gonna wait for them to get that all sorted. And yeah, I never turned the auto updates back on, so I completely forgot. And I think that might have been why everything was going all crashy before. And hello, snails, how's it going? We are do you study in a study? Why do they call it a study? I don't know, but it is a study. You don't necessarily have to study there, but you know, you can if you want. So yeah, hopefully updates the bane of every content creator's existence. I know, right? It's like, why? I mean, I can understand that, you know, the driver has a million things that it interacts with, and they can't, like, test every interaction, but OBS is kind of a big thing. Like, you know, I could see maybe some random obscure game not having gotten tested with the new driver update, but to not even know that OBS just doesn't function on the update is just a little ludicrous. Like, thousands and thousands of people use OBS for, you know, streaming, recording, anything else that OBS does. It's like, it's pretty surprising that they put out an update that breaks such an integral program. Are the enemies healing us? Should I be killing those guys? Are they actually bad guys, or am I just beating them up because I'm the jerk? Because now I just feel bad. They're just like, we're gonna heal you, please don't kill us, and I'm just like, too bad. Get killed. Because I can only cast Cure. Why? Like, what do they think, that we're undead? And they're trying to fight us off with healing magic? I don't know. That seems weird to me. Well, I guess it's better than these guys that gives us cool glasses. Alright, we need eye drops. That's all the way at the bottom, yeah. Okay, there was a chest over here, and then 2 or 3 doors we have to go through. Ambushed. A knife, okay. None of the loot down here has been, like, at all good. It's all been kind of horrendous. But yeah, hopefully, I mean, when I was playing RimWorld, I only had 1 or 2 times where the autosave took especially long, but that's pretty normal. I mean, sometimes the autosave just takes its sweet time. But since the update, yeah, there's only been a couple incidents where it's taken its time. So hopefully that means that the crashing is completely resolved, and all of these going into rooms and going out of rooms and going into fights and going out of fights will be seamless and won't go all crashy on me. It will only hear you specifically, not even their allies. Interesting. Maybe they're like turncoats. They don't actually want the monsters to win. They want me to win. And since all their allies are zombies, they're just like, we are gonna be using Cure on these guys, and the zombies are like, Cure, that spell hurts a lot. You're doing the Lord's work over here, guy. You know, just keep casting Cure on them. It'll hurt them very much. And so nobody's any the wiser. They think that the green spirits are still on their side. Also, I didn't even stop to think about how there were giant brain monsters on the screen, but, you know, I guess it's pretty par for the course at this point. I mean, the only time that I would probably worry too much about there being a brain monster is if I couldn't punch them. But if I can punch them, they're just like pretty much any other enemy in the whole game. And I just punch them and they're dead. Alright, we got even more door. Oh, there's a chest over there I missed. Let's go grab that. Aren't even the weirdest monster in the series? I mean, I doubt they would be. I mean, we've had the giant freaking floating Cyclops skulls. Those seem to be a bit weirder than just a brain monster. Although brain having teeth and a tongue is a bit odd. They're a moist mannequin. You what? Why do they have to be moist mannequins? Why can't they just be regular mannequins? Even then, why would you make a giant out of mannequins? Alright, we're gonna go through the first door, go once all these guys are dead. Ow. Luckily, these guys are pretty weak, actually. Compared to the revenants on the floor above, these guys are wimpy. Like, they can do some good damage occasionally, but those revenants are the real hard hitters. Nothing. Oh, and it is still doing this. Okay. Guess that wasn't fully issued just with the graphics. It's evidently also just an issue with the game. Maybe. Or maybe what I updated didn't fully fix the issue. But that was shorter of a loading than, you know, it used to be. So we'll see. In the long run, we'll see if the, you know, how many times that happens and how often. But punching is still working about as effectively as always. That's good to hear. Yeah, they put a lot of these rooms with just nothing in them. I don't know why. But I guess at least put something in there, like some embellishment, some visual reason why this room would be important, like just 1 or 2 boxes or something. But to just have like a bunch of completely empty rooms, it's like, well, what's that about? Ow. They swapped HP. And that almost killed her, because apparently that thing has really bad HP. Magic? You have Cure. You can cure yourself. There we go. See, the low-level cures are pretty mana efficient. Alright, where is this now? We got a door, 2 chests down there, 1 chest up there. Yeah, lots of ways to go. So yeah, we got 3 doors, 1 stairway down. So I guess let's do top right door. And then maybe across to the... no. We'll do the top left chest first, so we'll go around rightwardly. Killer manti. I don't know, mantises just sounded like a weird word, so I decided to make up a new word. The new plural for mantis is manti. You know, even at the super speed, I still feel like the fights are taking a while. It might just be because I've played so much now that anytime a fight comes up, I'm not like, ooh, I wonder what enemy. I'm just like, oh, it's more enemies. Whatever. Probably not even gonna level up my weapon skill. You know, I've gotten a bit jaded, I think, when it comes to the fights. Boss fights are kind of the only ones that I get excited for, and even then, sometimes the guy talks all big and then I beat him down in like 2 hits. I have more than 730 health. Pretty impressive. There's a chest down here, and then a door there. Flame shield, can't use it, but good to have, I guess. Empty room. I think they've all been empty rooms. I don't think a single room I've gone into thus far has had any loot in it. So maybe it's telling me not to go into the rooms. But of course, the second that I actually accept the idea to not go into the rooms is the second that they're gonna actually put something in one of those rooms. Yeah. It's always the one time you skip it. Let's see. Now we have a chest up there. So yeah, we'll just hit the chest and then the 2 doors, the other chest, and then the bottom chest. Oh, Adamantoise again. I don't know if we can still get XP from that thing, because we obliterated it pretty quick. Monsters. Oh, that's a lot of monsters. Power staff, okay. You know, if only we got a big old group of those green spirits. Like, 8 of them. Hey! And actually, because I turned the auto attack off, we're gonna all just defend up this round and let them do some free healing on us. Actually, we can set it to auto go. So we just wait until we're all fully healed and then un-auto it, because we're all on auto defend, so just like one more heal on Unknown Man. There we go. And then we'll, eventually, once it comes back around to it, we'll set us to attack again. Very useful little, enemies they are. And set it to auto go again. Because, yeah, earlier we were killing these things too fast and they weren't actually healing us, so I had to turn it off auto go just to give them time. We'll go up to the door first. Nothing, as always. Alright, these dang ogres. And they're very underleveled compared to us now. Those used to be, like, the tough enemies back in the day. Flame armor, you say? Is that good for anyone? What does that do? High magic interference, but high defense. That sounds like a snail armor. It is! Alright. Good stuff. Better armor. The Adamantoids used to be a boss, and now they're just kind of here. Alright, and then the chest, and then we go south. Hey, Unknown Man. Good to see ya. Stopping by on your lunch break, huh? So I assume that means you won't be able to drop in for most of the stream. That is unfortunate. Betrayal Fang. What is that? What is a Betrayal Fang? Fang that confuses the target has the same effect as confuse. Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. I was like, is that a weapon? Is that an item? I have no idea. So let's see. We got one chest in the middle and a bunch of doors. Well, at least I put all the doors in one spot. You know, put all the disappointment together and then you deal with it all at once. Because none of the doors are probably going to have anything except for one of them. That's how it usually is. But I hope that your work is going well, Unknown Man. More stalagmites, of course. How do the stalagmites, like, come to life, exactly? Like, who was thinking, man, we need an enemy for inside caves? And instead of like, oh, a cave bear, or maybe giant spiders, or, what else is in caves? Water elementals, there's water down there. But who thought, I mean, even earth elementals would work. Who was sitting there and was just like, you know what's in caves? Stalagmites and stalactites. So, that we should just turn one of those into an enemy. Like, you know what a stalagmite is? It's literally just like a mineralization from water dripping down through the cave ceiling for like decades or centuries, depends. And it's like, how is that gonna come alive? Wolves maybe? Yeah, wolves do like caves sometimes. Or even bandits. And it's like, how is it that you're gonna see a stalactite or a stalagmite and be like, yeah, that could be an enemy. I think that thing can move. It's like, it's just the most random thing to turn into an enemy that I've ever seen. It's definitely creative. I'll give them that. But it's certainly not the expected enemy in these kinds of situations. And additionally, stalagmites are incredibly fragile. Same with icicles, and there were similar looking enemies called icicles earlier. So it's like, how are those going to be at all a threat to me? I don't think they will. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna go I'm gonna go see what the last door has in it. Just in case. Just to okay, it has nothing. Good to know. Good to know. Gotta be thorough though. You don't want to miss any loot. What was I down here for again? Is this the place where the magic is? I thought... Does this lead out to the tower where the magic is? I don't know. We'll just have to see, I guess. Oh, the white mask. Right, the white mask. Now we already have the black mask because we're way ahead of you, game. We're big brain. Oh, there's enemies on the warp pad. Okay. Oh. We're here. Alright. I mean, sure. Oh, wait. We need, oh, maybe we should talk to them anyway. I was gonna say, I think it's the tower that's on that other island that maybe we need to go to. Because that's the only, like, ancient tower that we haven't been able to enter before. But we might as well go talk to them again, just get the exact directions from them. Take the white mask with you to Mycedia. The mages there should know more about its purpose. Do you know where it is by any chance? First, fallen silent. Hatching his next plot even as we speak. You must find the ultimate home as soon as possible. We're counting on you. Yeah. Nobody wants to tell me where Mycedia is. Hey, do you know where it is? No. Prince Gordon awaits. This is the second... Guys, did you know that this is the second floor of Castle Fiend? When we went down the stairs from the third floor, that brings you to the second floor. Guys, did you know that? It's very interesting. Audience chamber. Left from Mycedia. Where is Mycedia? Permanent secret connected. Yeah, that's where we were. Ancient books. Hopefully find you. Okay, well nobody wants to tell me where it is exactly. But that's fine. We'll just go to the tower and hope for the best. That's my plan here. Because these guys are way out of their depth at this point. What are you doing? And they give like beyond chump change. Oh! Aquatic enemies, possibly. They don't look very aquatic. And they also all got killed. So there's that. Killer fish. Why are they on the deck? I guess they just wanted to kill us so much. And they just swam up to find us. So how do we get around all this? That connects in there. We need to go up. We need to go up so we can go down. This map is confusing. Any map where the ends like wrap around to each other. Oh, sea snakes. I'm glad we're seeing aquatic creatures. I think the other times I've been on the boat, I've accidentally had encounters off at the time. Because I was wondering where all the aquatic creatures were. They talked about them in the tutorial, but I had never seen any. Poor Helldivers. They just want democracy, and we obliterated them. Ambush. Okay, that's better. Poison though. Gonna have to antidote. Oh, you gotta go. Alright, we shall indeed punch a bunch. We shall, that's all we do, really. You have a good time doing the working. Sounds like it'll be an interesting endeavor, getting the washer dryer set up. So, have fun with that, and I'll hopefully see you sometime later. How many enemies do we have in the thing? Well, what's it so far? 68 out of 128. Alright. Yeah, that's not a lot still. That's like... It's not less than half. It's a little over half, right? We need to cure the poison there. Dang poison. Alright. Mystical Tower. Oh. One sec, I gotta kill these buccaneers. I guess they were stranded here on this island when we landed. They just immediately tried to kill us. Mystical Tower, let me in. Nothing happens. What if well, I can't do anything like that. Okay, I guess Mystical Tower is nothing. So where's frickin' Miss Mamuda? I have no idea. Is it on here somewhere? Mycedian Tower. See? This is the right place. Hold on. I knew it. But why does it not let me do anything here? Because it just says nothing happens. It doesn't even let me like talk to it, say any magic words, show it any special items, some key terms, items, key item, use the mask. The power of the mask compels you. Alright, well I went to the right place, but it won't let me do it. So we're back to where do we think the game would want us to go in order to learn the things we already know? That's the question here. Maybe we go talk to Paul. Well, no, Paul doesn't know anything about mystical artifacts, but I'll go talk to him anyway. Just because he's one of the only people I can think of to go to right now. Just the tower of Mycedia proper yet. Where is that? Well, if that's the tower, the Mycedia must be like down here, right? Like this region? So maybe now is the time to head down this way and kill the really high level things that we were getting obliterated by. Let's try that. Might want to heal up before going to the place with the high level enemies. they're still pretty high level. Like, they survived a full hit. 400 damage. Man. Undead do a lot of damage in this game. Not the jellies. No. Whatever will I do? And they've just poisoned everybody. Okay. Well, I guess we have to magic them. You're out of mana, so you can't even magic. I didn't even kill any of them. Okay. I hate the jellies. Well, now we can just set the, because that's about the best we can do. We have an auto flame. Man, these things survive 2 different fire attacks for like 100 damage each. So not only do they poison, and they're unkillable to anything except magic, but they also have a lot of health. Gosh. How many times do I have to hit you with flame to kill you? There we go, finally. At least fire leveled up. That was no good. I probably should have just run the second I saw those things, because they're just not worth fighting. Not in any way. Look how much damage they did. Mostly through the poison. I mean, the poison doing 100 damage to each person a turn is just insane. I have bombs. Now we can... No, don't do your fire. We need those... And you won't let me do it. Oh, that actually hits now. Interesting. And it hits again. Though apparently the higher level ones actually have a decent chance of success. You're not even gonna let me reset my thing? Come on, game. Well, we're out of healing already. Okay, now we can choose all attacks and then do this. They have a lot of health. I don't appreciate that. I really wish everyone would, you know, crit on the first hit and not the second hit. Because if you crit on the second hit, that's just kind of a waste. I think they might be able to one-shot them. No, no, stop. Cease. Cease your actions. Stop. Why does it take so long? Just leave. Now we're gonna need to do that again next fight to get our attacks actually going. These things are just a freaking hassle. Alright, just don't even bother with them. Alright, well, we are finally in Mycedia. Kingdom of Mages. You've certainly come a long way to be here. That I have. Apparently it's an entire town filled with unknown man. I believe it is as you say, the time to break the tower's seal is upon us. We have many ancient texts in our town. Please browse them at your leisure. 3 artifacts protect the seal on the tower. 3 artifacts? I only have 2. Some time ago, a wizard named Minwu passed through town on his way to the tower. You'd best be after him. The statue of the goddess is enshrined out beneath the city. She watches over the crystal rods. So we need the crystal and the 2 masks, I'm guessing. Let's restock on all of our stuff here. That's already all stocked. And I would spend the rest of my money just trying to stock up on 99 of everything, but I think we need, first of all, rest. Thank you very much. We need all that mana back that the Flan stole from us. Dang Flan. Alright. We have weapons. Not that those would be any good for us. Which is kind of sad, because we've gotten some, like, cool weapons, like flame bows and dark bows and stuff. And then it's just like, nah, you can't use them. Sorry. Let's see. What are these better? Oh, they're the same. Interesting. You just have either strength or agility. Yeah, nothing really here for us. Because all that has too much magic interference to be useful for anyone else. Let's see what kind of magic they got. Oh, they have all the magic. What can I do for you? Oh, they literally have all the magic. Okay. Alright. Do they just have all the magic from all the other towns? Or do they have some of their own? The holy spell. Deals holy damage when used in battle. Okay. Probably good against undead, I would think. Life tome. Sap spell. None of which are super important. Yeah. Nothing super important here. I think the only one that I would really want to get is maybe the Holy Tome. Let me check something. Because you have the highest mana by far. But you have more intellect than spirit. You have more spirit than intellect, but you still don't have that much more spirit than her. So let's actually get another one of this and put it on both of them. Because we're kind of rolling in dough, so we can do that. Just in case I want some big spell to take out a bunch of undead. Because that seems like it could be important at some point. And it's still doing this every so often. That is unfortunate. I don't know if it's less often than it used to be, but I can't tell. Oh yeah, we need to go under the town, which is over here probably. And get the crystal rods or some such. Does that mean that this is some kind of dungeon they just have sitting down here? Seems a bit weird. Something about a goddess statue. Is that like gonna be a living statue, or is that just... No, it just looks like a statue. And this doesn't even look much like a dungeon. Hi. Alright, ask. Ask about things. Show the mask. Show it. The white mask, apparently. Just put the mask on it. Alright. Good. What is... what does that do for me exactly? Get game? What does that do for me? Why did I do that? I want my mask. I worked hard to get that mask, and I'm just gonna leave it down in this weird old place here with no clear indications to what I'm supposed to do next. Okay, well, I put the mask on the thing. Let's go talk to more people, I suppose. See if they have any hint as to what I'm supposed to be doing now. A very small island lies in the middle of the sea. There you'll find the black mask, white mask counterpart. I already have it. So want to break the seal on the tower? Yes, I agree. It's time. We will do nothing to stop you. You must first collect 2 masks, then travel to a certain cave somewhere on this continent. Within, you should find a crystal rod and artifact you need to enter the tower. So I have the 2 masks. Do I need to put the other mask somewhere before going to that cave? Artifact protects the seal in the tower. Minwu. Statue of the goddess. She watches over this. What do I do with the black mask? Can go to the cave? Okay. I assume it's in the middle over here. No, not swamp. Not the swamp. Okay, we're fine so far. I thought the swamp would have more of the flan. I would not be happy about that. Forest. Yes, good. Undead. I'm a big fan of the undead if it means I don't have to fight flan. So I assume it's in the middle here. I don't really have any reason to believe that. It just makes sense, you know? That sleeping juice is very troublesome. There's a cave. And it has brains. The brain cave. Not the swamp. Oh my gosh. You know how much healing that is? It's like 20 mana of healing or more. Or like, I don't know, 10 potions. I guess we'll just use potions. Just one spell. Why do they have to make it so that the enemy with the lowest health in the whole game uses that spell? Why must they do that to me? Alright. We've got 2 doors, 2 chests, and well, 4 doors, and 2 chests. So first we're gonna grab that chest, then up there to the door. Okay. Route locked in. No, not the flan. Stop. Cease. Oh wait, we are actually doing damage. But it's just gonna poison you, and then you're gonna die a slow and painful death. Just leave. Thank you. It didn't poison us. Why must they torture me with flan? Black garb. What does that mean exactly? Is that no magic interference, pretty much. High evasion, high agility, and decent defense. Yeah, sure. I'll take that. Seems like an unknown man type of item. Then over this way. No, not the flan. Why did they make it so flee takes so long? And why am I, like, having to select who I'm fleeing? Like, I mean, look at this. It's saying, flee, cast on everyone. Do I have to do that for each person? Like, why is that? Why do I have to have each person flee for everyone? Or do I just have one person flee and it counts for the whole group? So I have like one flee and all the rest defend? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. Wow. Okay, so they just ambush you, and 3 out of 4 of your team is just down immediately. What am I supposed to do about that? Like, what happens if all 4? It's more opportunities if it fails. Oh, okay. But what happens if, like, all 4 of my guys get turned into rock and stone? Do they just die? What? There's a gold needle. Luckily, we got plenty of those. Pick on and pray. Well, but what even happens? Because, like, they can't hit you when you're made of stone. Does it just soft lock the game? And you just sit there and they just infinitely miss over and over and over until I die of old age? That would be not good. I don't like the whole ambush thing. Honestly, if somebody asked me if I would rather have the chance to go first or the, you know, with the preemptive strike, or the chance to go last with the ambushed, or just not have that system at all and just go based on agility, I would just go based on agility, personally. Because it is very annoying when the enemies go first and they just get a bunch of damage in for free, and there's just nothing I can do about it. Because, I mean, it's not always a bad thing for certain enemies, but like the other ones with the stone, and they just turn 3/4 of the party to stone before I can even do anything. It's like, they get back attack. What? I don't even know what that is, but I don't think I want to know. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. Alright, use Cure. You're out of mana. I'm sure you did your best, though. Actually, you still need help. There we go. Close enough. Not a flan. Do this until we're done with attacks. Oh, we still have attacks left. When will it be over? Alright, now we flee, and flee, and flee, and flee. There we go. And that just wasted 1 antidote and like 2 heals. No, just 1 heal. Alright, next we're gonna go, I guess, to the right doors, because that's the closest one. Ambushed against these again. We're all gonna be stoned before we can even move. Okay, we got a couple resists in there. That was good. It's just more gold needles down the drain, which I guess is not the worst. Because, I mean, they definitely gave us more money than those needles cost. Well, you know, we're just gonna use some potions. Keep us all in tip-top shape. Because those potions are dirt cheap. Back attacks are ambushes, but row positions are flipped, so people in the back row take more damage. Is anyone on the back row here? No? Okay. Just making sure, because they're all melee, so they shouldn't be. Alright, a normal enemy that we can just fight. Good. Apparently they have bad breath. What? And never mind the whole, you know, we can just fight them. Evidently, we cannot. Why does everything in here have to just cost a ton of items to cure a bunch of different status effects they throw on us? Can't they just have, like, enemies that do more damage and have more health? So they are actually a threat? Instead of just, you know, well, half your team can't move. Is more difficult, right? No, not the flan. Yeah, now they get to go poison everyone. They put Flea in such a weird position to try to use it. Because I have to do right, down, down, enter, enter. Like 4 times in a row, and that's... it's our evil twin. Doppelganger is motionless. Purity of Ebos' heart is stifling the defiled heart of the creature. Okay. Are you a rebel? No. You have a pendant. I have a pass. Let me go. I have a ring. I have a canoe. You want a canoe? How about a bell? Maybe oh, we put the black mask on him. That's like one of the last items I used. Alright, good. Great. No, not these guys. Oh, no more black, no more gold needles for me. Okay, only one gold needle gone. That's better than most situations with them. Is there a faster way to select these items, or is this just how it is? Because those gold needles are like way at the bottom. Actually, they're like directly in the middle. If it were at the bottom, it'd be easy because you just go up from the top and it cycles you to the bottom. Because they're in the middle, it takes, you know, a lot of scrolling either direction you go. Lots of stuff. Not sure. There must be an invisible wall on the right. But we're gonna go left first. Yeah, I still don't like these things, but at least in this game, I have bought plenty of the needles. Back in the first game, it was kind of just a death sentence when you're going up against. So what is that? Interesting. But yeah, it was kind of a death sentence in the first game because I didn't have a giant supply of the needles until way later. But here I came prepared, at least, because I realized from the first game how important it is to just no, stop. I wish I could stop them in the middle of these fights. It's not worth it. It's just not. Just stop trying. No. And now they're all gonna be poisoned. There we go. I hate those things. I hate them so much. Now, I guess if we were using weapons, that might be one part where the using weapons surpasses not using weapons. Because if I were using a weapon, I would be able to use maybe an elemental weapon against those, and maybe it would actually do damage, like a flame bow kind of thing. But of course, we can't have, like, flame fist straps. Which, to be fair, they should have had, you know. That's how I would have done it, is instead of having hand-to-hand just be punching things, that you would actually have, like, hand-to-hand weapons, like knuckles, claws, fist weapons, katars, cestises, stuff like that. But no, you just punch things, which to be fair is funnier, but alright, we need to turn off the auto fight as we beat this. Like that. Because if we have auto fight on and we fight the flan, then we're gonna be in trouble. Another power staff? Okay. Anything in the door? Nope, as always. See, we have been preparing for this moment. Just go. Just leave. Leave. Do the thing that you're supposed to be doing. No, they had to wait until they got poisoned first. Now they flee. One of these walls must be fake. Aha. Flame Lance. See, that's probably really good against the flan, but we'll never know. Let's see, we need to go... So there's that door. I think we need to go in there, and then further south. We just have the 3 doors left to go through, and one of them must lead somewhere, I should think. It's lagging again, in an empty room. Why must you do this? That one took a long time. I don't know why, it really had to think about that one real hard. I considered just fleeing these things, but probably not gonna end well even if I try. Because they're probably gonna get like 20 hits in before I actually manage to get away, and then everyone's gonna be stoned anyways. So might as well just fight them and get some XP out of the deal. Nope. Ambushed? No. So now we're gonna be all poisoned. And then I'm gonna try to flee and they're gonna hit us again. There's just no winning with flan. There's just none. The flan win just by existing. And I lose just by existing. Life is cruel. Flan is cruel. That should be like an inspirational poster that someone puts up in their bedroom. Like they hang it right above their bed so they see it whenever they wake up. It's just like a picture of some dude like hanging on to the edge of like a really tall cliff. There's a bunch of clouds below him, and the caption's just "Flan is cruel." I think that would be good. I think that would be really encouraging. I mean, it is true. Flan is cruel, so I'm sure that it would help many of people. Although seeing as how flan is possibly a food item, it might be a little confusing. Especially for people who really like to eat flan. But who knows? I certainly don't. I don't eat flan. I mean, at this rate, if I ever try to go eat and, like, try flan, I'm probably gonna be too traumatized. I'm gonna, like, walk in there and try to eat it, and then all of a sudden feel the urge to just cast a flame spell at it or something. Let's see, where are we going exactly? You can go up those stairs, you can go down those stairs. Okay. Interesting. Secret tunnel. See a flan being served to screw out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just freaking flambe the flan right in the middle of the restaurant. That'd probably not go over well. The guy that ordered the flan is just sitting there, like a single tear is just going down his face. He's just like, no, my flan. You've been waiting for it like all day. I'd be pretty happy though. It'd be pretty cathartic at this point. More potions. We've almost used 50 potions in this one dungeon, but that's fine. They're made to be used, and thus we shall use them. I think I might just turn encounters off for a while. You know, just be able to move forward with the dungeon without the fear of flan. The monsters. Okay, they're not flan. Good. So these guys can do a lot of damage. They're self-destructs. It's not a very lucky group, though. Good for me. Ogre killer, alright. Probably not useful to me, but that's fine. Another door to probably another empty room, yep. But now it's fine, because entering an empty room doesn't mean that I'm any closer to fighting enemies. Alright, now we have nothing down here, so we need to go up onto the second story somehow and get down into there, unless it's a secret passage somewhere around here. Aha. Oh. I thought it was gonna take me all the way through the wall to the other side where the doors were, but no, it just takes me up here. That's fine. Wait, you can open the door without going through it? It's odd. I'm pretty sure I went like... How did I do that? I was fairly certain I opened the door by like walking into it without actually going inside. But it's not happening anymore. That is weird. Maybe it was just a slight like lag spike, so it looked like I opened it and then walked through, instead of just opening it and walking through at the same time. It's very possible. Monsters, of course. Nothing scary, though. I mean, ghosts, pff, nah. Flan is the real scary thing. Well, these things do 500 damage. Well, the Flan take 500 hits. So that... You're nothing. Honestly, it would be so just discouraging if I was like a big old skeleton with a sword, and someone just comes up to me and is like, "Yeah, you're not any better than Flan. In fact, you're worse than Flan. You'll never live up to how good Flan is." I mean, especially if I didn't know that they weren't talking about the food, I'd be like really disappointed. Let's see. All the chests are open. We gotta go around and then down and then up, and then we're there. Ah, the crystal rod. Wait, they said crystal rods. Do I need another one, or is that it? Like, is that... Is there more to this? So do we have teleport, by any chance? I don't know if we do. I don't know if I've caught anyone. Just warp. Wait, you can't use it? Why not? Does she already know 16 spells? I don't think she does. Unless she already knows it. Might already just know it. Yes. Get us out of here. Ah, but it's only taking us to the previous floor. Right. Do you have the white magic equivalent? You do. Out of dungeons using HP. That's fine. Just bring us to the surface. How much HP? Oh. Can that kill him? Can that? Because that almost killed him. Here, just drink like 50 potions. You know, I could have just kept him low health because I still have encounters off. I was healing him like, something might attack us while we're on our way home, but literally nothing can attack us while we're on our way home because I turned off encounters. But that's fine. Never seen it kill, but it did always leave me in red. Oh, that is unfortunate. But it gets you straight out of the dungeon, so... You know, it's practically like just trading a bunch of very cheap potions for getting instantly out of the dungeon, which I think is a pretty fair trade. Let's see, how much does it cost to restock? Only 2,000. That's like one fight's worth of money to restock our entire supply of potions. That is insanely efficient. Okay, now do we go to the tower? I'm gonna go to the tower, I guess. I just kind of defaulted to go back here, but... I mean, we placed the black mask, we have the crystal thing, we placed the white mask. What else would there be to do other than just go to the tower? Logically. But if it doesn't let us in the tower still, then I'm gonna assume that we need to go back to the white mask statue and, like, talk to it or something. But it probably was. It's probably not gonna... Oh, this looks bad. What is happening? Oh, goodness. That's, it's... We're going with the whole Odyssey type thing, I guess. It is probably not healthy for the ship to be spinning at that velocity. I mean, that ship would be being pulled apart at the seams by centrifugal force. Oh. Where are we indeed? How do we get to the bottom of water and find lava? Like, where'd the water go? Where'd our ship go? How are we here with air to breathe and lava? I have so many questions. Layla's missing. Oh, she's probably still with the ship. Leviathan? Oh no. How much damage does that do? Not a lot. Okay, we're fine. Wait, Twist Headband? What's that? Oh. Sure. You can have that. Why not? You know, I still don't know if the hand-to-hand does better with, like, agility or strength. The power sash. Are you a power sash kind of person? What even is a power sash? What's clothing? Okay, less defense, but with strength. What do you have now? Is it this? No. You have flame armor, which is worse than the diamond. And this doesn't have any magic interference either. It gives strength. This doesn't. So yeah, let's get power sash on you. You have the black garb. I guess you can have the diamond now? You're welcome. Oh, I should probably turn on encounters so we can see what the heck fights us in here. Hopefully not more flan. Hope the Leviathan hasn't been making it a habit to ingest flan, or else I'm going to be very mad. I mean, how could the flan survive down here with all of this fire and lava? Oh, why are there people down here? They're just like, yeah, we were swallowed by the Leviathan a long time ago, but it's fine. We just made a little tavern down here. New arrivals, eh? Who are you? Oh, it's Rykard. I'm in Mysidia. It's a town full of mages. That's what they all say. Wyverns, what about them? What's with you people? Where'd you hear about that? As a matter of fact, I am a dragoon. Yeah, you're the dragoon that went over to get the tome. The dragoons and the wyverns have all been destroyed? That's absurd. I don't think it is absurd. Here, have a pendant. Here, have a bell. Here, I have a pass. Can you let me pass? How about a ring? How about a crystal rod? Because you guys were also after the Ultima Tome when you got swallowed up. Well, since we're looking for the same thing, we might as well team up. There's a boat up ahead, but there's also one tough monster standing in our way. Who knows, together we might be able to take it down. Alright, I hope you're not wimpy, like the rest of them. You better be good at what you do, Rykard, or I'ma be upset. Oh, he's wimpy. He is super. He looks like Batman, but he's wimpy. Also, with the whole, you know, weapons thing, yeah, we don't do that here. Oh, this is just great, isn't it? Are we supposed to live out the rest of our lives in here? Yeah, I guess so. None of this would have ever happened to us if we weren't for that old man and his stupid crystal rod. Leviathan is the beast that protects the seal of the tower. It looks like it swallows up anyone who has a crystal rod. See, I've got a crystal rod right here. 10 years I've been living here. There's no way out, I'm sure of it. The sooner you give up and accept it, the easier it'll be for you. Just you watch. I'll be out of here in 10 minutes. So if we are not out of here by 1 hour and 26 minutes into the stream, then I'll have been wrong, and it'll have taken slightly longer. But that's my estimation. Oh, tsunami. That did surprisingly low damage for a tsunami, but you know, I'll take your word for it. Why is there purple lava? I probably walked through more of it than I should have, but it didn't do much damage, so that's fine. Let's see. All these enemies are gonna make it difficult to get out of here in 10 minutes. Like, we're still gonna get out, we just, it might take a little longer than that if these guys keep attacking us like this. Let's, heal up. Is there more loot in here? There is, there's another down there. Hi, giant, something monster. I don't even know what that thing's supposed to be. I guess we'll see its name pretty quick here. These are giving Rykard a chance to level up his good skills, you know? Now his wimpy lance skills. I mean, what is a lance gonna do against these guys? It wasn't even like a lightning lance or anything like that. It was just a wimpy flame lance. Like, what's that gonna do against aquatic creatures? It's a round worm. Make it past this thing and we can get the heck out of here on that boat. Alright. So I guess that's where our boat went. Punch it. Punch it real good. That's my plan. No, don't one-shot Rykard. He's the one guy that didn't have the health pool to survive that. Come on. That's just bullying. Rykard's just sitting on the ground like, oh, I regret coming here. I should have just let them do it. Yeah, you should have. Alright, well, we win. Sucks to be you, Rykard. Sucks to be everyone else in there, evidently. See, it took like 2 minutes. I said if we weren't out of there by 1:26, and it's 1:18 when I get out. Literally like the fastest escape I've ever seen. And that guy just sitting there saying, I haven't found my way out in 10 years. Like, where have you been going? What have you been doing? It took 2 minutes. He just hadn't been punching things enough, I guess. The power of punching did not compel him to leave. Right, we need to life. Close enough. Okay. Where? The chest in the middle. I think encounters are... No, encounters are on. Okay. I was gonna say, I think encounters are off, but then we found an encounter, so... That answers our question. No. No, not the flan. Anything but the flan. Quick, flee the flan. Why is it so hard to flee the flan? We just want to conserve our HP. Now we're gonna need to heal Rykard again. So I guess that's kind of how it always goes with him. There's gotta be a way into this chest area here. Alright, werewolves. Easy enough. I think we're actually getting some amount of hand-to-hand skill now. Just small amounts. And Rykard's, you know, he's trying his best, but he's not really helping at all. Because all the damage he does isn't enough to kill the enemy, and we need to hit it again anyway. But, you know, he's doing his best. How many dungeons have just had random illusory walls before this point, and I just never knew about it. White robe is not as good, but better spirit. Oh, it's a lot of spirit there. Less magic interference too. More magic defense, sure. Who needs regular defense anyway? It's for chumps. Level 5 hand-to-hand skill, good job. You're finally getting somewhere. Now let's see, where are we going? There's still one chest and then the stairs. Ambushed. What, werewolves poison? You what? I know that werewolves can give you like lycanthropy, but I wouldn't consider that. Huh? Is that just a random wall that you can go through? Why is that? Guess we're just not gonna ask any questions. Let's see. Door there, lots of chests everywhere. So we gotta go the trail that we blaze, which is this way. Ow. Lots of damage. Alright. Getting some high level enemies in here. Which is probably why our weapon skills are actually leveling up. Slowly, but they're getting there. Even with a crit, Rykard just can't kill these things. He just keeps trying, and he really shouldn't. I guess he's getting his weapon skill up. Okay, that was that chest. Now we need to go northward. An impulse. It's dead, okay. Well, 'twas terrifying while it lasted, but that was just all 4 crits. You see, life is good when you're in a place devoid of flaw. You can just go battle to battle. You don't need to worry about, like, if your auto battle is on, or, you know, trying to mash a bunch of buttons to get everyone to flee. You know, everything's just, it goes smoothly, and you get XP, and then you're happy. More flame stuff. Ambushed. Oh no. I'm not Rykard, you're gonna one-shot him. Let's heal up people. I guess we're running out of magic healing, so let's conserve what we have left and just use the potions. But Rykard was dangerously low. Alright, now we can go up to the door or we can go down to the stairs. I think the door first. 'Cause the stairs are usually progress. Those are some odd basilisks. Wait, is gaze, does that turn them into stone? Or is that like in the first game where the gaze spell just kills someone instantly? Because that would be bad. Poor Rykard. He still can't kill things. And he's poisoned. Man, Rykard is just not having a good day. I mean, on top of getting beat up by, like, every enemy, he also has to deal with me constantly making fun of him. That would just not be fun. Fun for me. Not for him, though. Oh, no. Yeah, that's a bad thing. If our guys start attacking our guys and doing, like, 700 damage a hit, we are going to be in some trouble. The greatest enemy against us is us. Only the punching can counter the punching. Luckily, it does not seem to be a very high chance of working. Oh boy, fire. My favorite. Alright, there's 4 doors here. And an entire area up there. Do you think that there's, like, a wall we go through to get up there? Or do you think it's one of these doors? It's probably one of the doors, right? Oh, but where would it lead out to? Now, it must be... Where's Ilvi? Still mostly fine. I looked, I didn't see an obvious way through. Oh, it just drops us in the middle of the lava. Good. Alright, we probably need to heal. And loot. Man, he really just cannot kill anything. He just does not have enough damage. And thus, everything he does kind of just ends up being nothing. Oh, was that him? He might have crit that. That would be good. Flame health. Flame armor. Even better of these things that we just recently encountered. I still have no idea what the heck they are. Alright, level 7 punching on Rykard. Good. Hi. You made good progress. You must defeat me if you wish to continue your ascent. Alright. Oh. We'll see how tough this guy is. He doesn't look that tough, except Rykard is very low health. You don't have enough mana. You attack. You are gonna use a cure on Rykard just to make sure he doesn't get one shot, which he still might, to be fair. But let's give him fighting chance, shall we? Yeah, you're no problem. You might have a lot of health. Oh. Ow. What even was that? That was 16? That was a max level fire spell? zooms. But alright, easy enough. Got stairs. If we don't go through the stairs, we can get the loot. There's 3 chests in here. Ugh. Rykarder's always so low health. Why can't we just have our lady, whatever her face was? Because she was actually starting to get like a decent health pool after having been in the party for an extended period of time. But then they always throw new people into the party and they have like... I mean, this guy started with a quarter of the HP of everyone else. He started around 500 health. Now he's up to 800, which is a lot better, but still, dude. Come on. You just gotta be a bit strong. Ow, see, that guy... That one attack just did as much damage as this man had at the start of, you know, when he joined us. That would have one-shot him if we hadn't leveled him up all the way. My man is just too wimpy to live. Our hand-to-hand like was going up a little bit, but now it's kind of stagnated again. It's very slow to level at this point. Death flower this day. That doesn't sound good. But it's dead, so I guess we don't have to worry about it. He's up to 900 health, I think. Good for him. Slightly less death for him. But some enemies were no longer just one-shotting them, so things are getting a little harder. Now let's see. Lots of ice spikes. Go get over there, you think? There's only a few places it could be. It is here. Or... we're fine. Stop focusing Rykard. He can't take it. He's just a little guy. A little guy who loves chugging potions. Don't we all? Alright, no way in there, it looks like. At least from this side. Ambushed! Oh no. If they get a charm off... oh gosh. Damage. Not Rykard. At least they didn't try to charm us. Because if they did that, and we turn against ourselves, we are so dead. Like, I wouldn't fight me. Ice brand? What is that? Is that a weapon? Yeah. I don't know what else I thought it would be, but this thing do a lot of damage. Now, if we didn't nearly one-shot them every time, they would actually be an issue because their self-healing is quite impressive. But self-healing doesn't matter if you're just dead. Like, it doesn't really help you much. See, now you got over 1,000 health, and we're down to 2 regular potions. But, plot twist, we have nearly 100 high potions. Oh, you made good progress, but you must defeat me if you wish to continue your ascent. It's Unknown Man from the first game. Why must you be our enemy? Alright. New strategy. Punch him. It's a bold strategy, I know, but... Oh, you almost got one shot again, Rykard. You gotta be more careful, my guy. Alright, we need to heal Rykard, I think. Maybe. Because I don't want him to get one shot without a fight, but he may still be. I mean, yeah, that's not enough health. If he gets hit again, he is so going down. Oh, he's getting hit. No, Rykard. Every time, man. Why you gotta do that to him? Also, if we do, I don't know if this guy's actually tough enough to warrant this, but you can do that. I haven't leveled it up yet. We need to use that more. Boulders. Didn't do as much damage as if you just hit us. So I feel like we do less damage with the Berserk on. But, you know. It's all just about variance. Okay, he did. Sorry, Rykard. I would say we did our best, but, we probably didn't. There's probably a lot we could have done to save you, but that's what happens when you have a wimpy health pool, you know? I say that's your fault. Let's see. Life. And then magic. Well, I need your magic for more stuff. So we're going to use the rest of our regular potions on you. And then high potions. Those are high potions. Jeez. How much do those get back? I thought it was just 150. I guess we'll never know. It doesn't say. I thought the regular potions were 100 and the high potions were 150, but no. Alright, so we grabbed the chest there, and then we got 3 doors to go through and 1 more chest. So chest, and then other chest, and then the doors. Ambushed. No fair. Fight us like a man. Oh no. Snail, don't do it. Oh, he hit himself. Interesting. I don't know why you do that, Snail, but, you know, to each their own, I guess. You're just trying to level up your own, like, combat skills. So you're like, ah, if I hit myself in the face, then obviously I will get the good level ups. Because the only person strong enough to level us up by now is us. No, not again. No, not Rykard. No, not Rykard. He is so close to death now. We are scary opponents. I do not like fighting us. Especially when Rykard is on our team. Like, if it's us against ourselves, then it's like, yeah, we can do it. But us versus Rykard, he is just completely outmatched. Oh, this is the dead end one. We can go all the way around. Oh, the confused plants. That's no good. They're just not going though. Okay. There they go. We killed it fast enough. Confused didn't go off. We're gonna need to heal Rykard again, aren't we? Oh, we're so close to some extra punching levels. So close. That wasn't an invitation to throw more enemies at me. I was just stating a fact. No, Rykard. Don't punch yourself. No! Did Rykard just punch himself so close to death that the poison finished him off? No. Oh, level 9. Yeah. Rykard's just forgotten in the corner. He's just still sitting there. I'm sitting here celebrating the level 9 punching on Unknown Man. Just... Poor Rykard. He just can't catch a break, can he? There you go, Rykard. Come back to life so we can torture you more. That's like 500 health. Makes it a little harder to be precise with your healing, but you know. No. No, not these. Anything but these. Stop with your foolish attacks. Just leave. Run while you can. Stop. Cease, I say. Alright, we got away with minimal casualties. Nobody important got poisoned, so that's a plus. Wizard staff, alright. Now I guess we'll go back and go through the doors. Man, I'm gonna be a lot more paranoid now that I know that Flan can attack in here. My worst fear. You know, I've thought for most of my life that I had arachnophobia, but no, I have Flanophobia. Actually, it wouldn't even be a phobia, because a phobia is an irrational fear. No, it is perfectly rational. You know, I hate them. I have I'm Flan-mesic. I think mesic or mesia. I don't know how you pronounce it, because nobody ever uses that was it suffix? Would it be? I don't even know. But nobody really uses it, but I think that's the one for hate, Latin root wise. Ow. Hey, but Rykard leveled up his punching by punching Ebos. Good job, I guess. That's great. Alright, 2 more doors. More Devil's Bloom. Don't punch Ebos this time. Man, they hit like with 100% accuracy on that. Most of those kinds of effects, it's like, half the time it misses. But no, there it's just like, every time they hit you, you're just straight up gonna be a traitor to your own kind. Alright, Snail could use some healing. Alright. Last door. We've been there very thorough. Fighting our way through every single place. No! Rykard, you better not punch Evos. Oh, he doesn't punch anyone. Good. Good job, Rykard. Alright. For a second I thought that was an empty room too. I was gonna be mad. Like, where would I go? 4 doors, 3 chests. It's kind of hard to see them sometimes with all these pillars in the way, but there's 3 chests in this room. Those revenants are just getting tougher and tougher as time goes on. I don't like them. Spider silk. Imps. I've never actually had an issue with imps. I don't think I've ever seen them attack, actually. I think every time they've shown up, we've killed them in one turn, like this. So, we don't really know what their abilities are. Hermes. Who would use? Is that that's not even armor. Increase the number of attacks, the same effect as haste. Okay, so it's just an item to put haste on you. Don't you dare try to charm us. We don't fall for your tricks. Unicorn horn? No, we might as well go through the near door. Nothing. Yeah, it just turns into stone. That is unfortunate, though. Mini. The mini spell inflicts mini when using a wow. So mini inflicts mini? How could I have guessed? Could possibly fall for a vampire's charms? I don't know, it's a mystery. You definitely wouldn't. That would just be insane. So what's in here? Empty room, okay. Now for the southern one, and then the top left one, because I think that's the one I'm supposed to go through. Well, there goes Rykard getting turned to stone again. We've all been there before. I just love how when they turn to stone, they just leave them behind. They just walk off into the distance without them. Ah, these guys again. Get them before they can make Rykard attack someone again. Good. Ah, the next boss. After these guys, I guess. Ah, well, there goes Rykard again. Alright, let's not only unstonify Rykard, but let's also get some healing going. Like we could use it in preparation for this boss. We still got plenty of high potions. You made good progress, but you must defeat me if you wish to continue your ascent. Big guy. Alright. Where do I get a spell where I can turn people into one of these? Because I think that would be useful. You're gonna use Berserk. Ow. Ow. That was most of Snail's health. That wasn't even Rykard who almost got one shot, so that's, you know, usually Rykard's the one that is getting the beat down. Yeah, I don't have enough healing for this. Just beat him up. Get him out of here. Not Rykard. No. Well, Rykard's freaking dead. But, you know, when is he not? Zero. You're dead. Did one more damage than Rykard's health? Yeah. And at least it hit the one person that could actually survive it. Thunderbolt. Ow. Boulders, you get off easy when it comes to the boulders. Oh, she has thunder resistance apparently. That did almost nothing. The thing has to almost be dead, right? I mean, this thing's got an immense health pool, but you know, I mean, if we had Layla or whatever her face was, we would be so done with this already. But of course, we're stuck here with the frickin' Rykard. There we go, man. First actually tough boss in a while. I don't know, I can't remember in this game the last time I felt like a boss was actually going to beat us. But 2 hands leveled, Cure, Life, and Berserk all leveled up. And a bunch of health for everyone, except for Rykard, because he's freaking dead. You know, that's... oh, and because Life leveled up, we can't even resurrect him with the spell. We need to go find one of our Phoenix Downs. Man. Please tell me that was the last level. Because if we have to fight another one of those bosses, we are going to be so dead. Like, insanely dead. Oh no, he's on their side now. Oh, he's back, okay. We've leveled up our punching yet again, so that means that we now do even... Oh no. No, we do even more damage. Oh, they're punching each other. That's interesting. He's punching himself. Well, the only thing I could kill Snail is Snail, so... They had to turn him against himself. Like, numerous times. Well, there goes another feather. Where's our feathers? There it is. And we need like 50 potions. Okay, we were just trying to get over to this door. He didn't even let us get that far. Nothing anyway. I am my own worst enemy. Yeah. I think that literally the enemies that are the scariest to us right now is the enemies that can, you know, confuse us and turn us against ourselves. Because we just do so much damage that we can't even survive our own hits. Yeah, like these things, these freaking balloons are probably the strongest enemy in this dungeon. Because they do that with like 100% certainty every time they hit us. Even Rykard, who we, you know, have been so nice to, he just keeps attacking us. I can't see why. Not more. We can't even one-shot them. They're too high level. Even with a crit, we don't take them out. 800 damage a hit. It's not even like, oh, we do that much damage to the enemies, because the enemies don't have as much armor as us. No, we're doing like exactly as much damage as we do to enemies to ourselves. It's brutal. Luckily Rykard was fine. Back to the easy enemies, I see. Enemies that actually attack us. instead of having us do their dirty work. Alright, but we're not leveling up our hand-to-hand any further yet. But I think our hand-to-hand's about as high as we want it for now. So long as we're... Oh no, the imps have confuse. And poison. Yeah, I'd never actually gotten attacked by the imps before, because they're usually all dead long before this, so... Rykard. I think Rykard's just dead. That poison's gonna do enough damage. Yep, definitely gonna do enough damage to kill him. Poor Rykard. Oh, Snail, can you stop? Like, I know that you're all, you know, excited for the training regimen of punching ourselves and then getting stronger by that. But come on. We can do that another time. And we probably should resurrect that guy. Okay, door. Was I already in here? Was I leaving or was I going in? I can't remember. I need to check all these doors to make sure there's no loot in them. But yeah, this dungeon is very rife with confused enemies. And I'm not a fan of them. Basilisks are fine though. They're just normal enemies. I guess they have stone, but they don't have stone on hit like the other ones do. Theirs is just stone on spell, which is acceptable to me. You know, if you use a spell to put a status effect on me, I find that a lot more realistic than just, you got bit by this thing, now you have turned to stone. Okay, thanks for ending it so fast. Or else Snail would have absolutely pummeled us into the dirt. We need a potion for Rykard because he's getting a little low. Oh wait, there is something there. Okay, so that's the way forward. We have found it. So one last room and a chest, and then we go out that way. Don't do it, Rykard. No! It's such a big repair bill. Every time he does it. Rykard, how could you? And he hit a woman too. How could he? That's just rude. He says that he was confused, but I don't buy it. I don't think that'll hold up in court. Items. Room. Nothing. There was nothing in any of the rooms aside the one that was the exit. And that is just saddening. Because I had to check all the rooms. I had to make sure I had all the loot, but there was no loot to be had. I was the only one that was had. Thinking there was actually loot in here. What a fool was I. Yes, obliterate them. No, Snail, not again. Oh, he broke out of it. Snail is stronger. A strong will. Monster, of course. Oh, more Gotos. So he's not just gonna drink all his worries away this time. Davos resisted it. Davos has a will of steel. Yeah, these guys are still wimpy. Flare Tome. Wait. Is that what it is? Flare spell deals combustion damage. I don't know what that means, but I'll take it. What's the difference between fire damage and combustion damage? Snail is not looking too good. Oh, Snail is not looking good at all. Snail is hurt. Okay. We're good. Let's go chug 50 potions. Alright. Imps, get out of here. Easy fight. Free money. Alright, let's look at the map. We got a chest, 2 chests, 3 chests, and 4 doors. Alright. First would be this chest. Hourglass. Yeah, Ebos has not been turned into a enemy once. I think he just has the will of steel. He cannot be swayed. Oh no. He might be swayed now. Ow. Why did they do so much damage? At least they avoided Ragnar. They knew that he had too of a delicate constitution to survive a hit. Flare's non-elemental, it's just really powerful. Oh. Interesting. And if it's non-elemental, that means that it would work pretty much equally against everything, except for maybe the flans. Because then it's not getting reduced by things that have elemental defenses. The issue is anytime that I get a new spell, I need to level it up. So even if I felt like Flare was like a super good spell and I want to use it, I'd have to go around and farm for like a week before I'm actually able to use it effectively. Which, you know, isn't the worst thing, but if I don't know that it's actually going to be an effective spell, it's a lot of effort to put into something that may or may not pay off. Dang revenants in the background, doing thousands of damage. Alright, doors. Oh, there was a chest up there I missed. I forgot about that one. 1 second. Down to my way, Basilisks. We have a loot to be acquiring. Monsters. Oh, white dragon. We haven't seen one of these in this game yet. Blue eyes, white dragon. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. At least it didn't confuse us. There it did about as much damage as if it confused one of us. Oh. Black robe. One of those. Anyway. Items. Only 10 big potions left. Then we're gonna have to go back and buy more. Right, so we've been through the first door. Don't you do it. Don't. No, snail. No. Snail. Stop hitting yourself. Ow, Rykard. Why must you be like this? Well, Rykard's actually now getting to a decent health pool because of all of these fights, so that's good. Oh, are we at the top? Almost, it looks like. Oh, hi. Are you the last one that I need to fight, or are you actually a friend? Been waiting for you, Ebos. Though I've managed to reach the seal, the magic binding, it appears to be extremely strong. I'll concentrate every bit of power I have on the door. If it is enough, the seal should shatter. Everyone stand back. Glowy door. Oh! You freaking Kamehameha'd it. Alright. Did you do it, Minwoo? Oh, he did. Alright. Minwoo. Go through the door. You must take Ultima. Do not grieve, for this was my destiny. Yeah, he freaking did. He Kamehameha'd his entire spirit out of his body. I didn't even know you could do that. But alright. Okay. Orbs. What does this do? The crystal responds, I bestow upon thee the power of burning flame. Weird from the blue crystal. Strength increased. Oh, thank you. What do you bestow upon me? Crystal responds, I bestow upon thee the quiet solitude of earth. Your spirit increased. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. The crystal responds, I bestow upon thee the swiftness of brisk winds. Your agility increases. Alright. Why does they have to do this while Rykard is in the party? Couldn't we have had Layla in the party? I bestow upon thee the sparkling clarity of water. Your intellect increases. Or is it only buffing Ebos? I don't know. Because he's the one in front. Alright. Crystal responds, I bestow upon thee the ultimate magic. You obtain the ultimatome. Alright. Delightfully devilish, Seymour. That was a long dungeon. That was pretty intense. Do we use the tome like any other? Teaches the Ultima spell, the ultimate magic that was sealed away by the ancients, causes a lot of damage when used in battle. So it's just a big explosion, essentially. Alright. Well, it's a white spell. That makes it difficult. Because if we look at this, you have a lot more mana, so you could cast it more. Spirit is 22 versus 35. So I think Spirit would make it do more damage, but he can't cast it as many times. But you'd want to cast it as few times as possible and get the highest effect, right? Probably. So Ebos would probably be the correct option, especially because Unknown Man has a lot of other things to be casting. So we'll put it on Ebos, I think. That seems like the best option. If it is a white spell, which it looks like it's a white tome, so, you know, you'd think that. That just kind of means that black mages don't really have as fair a shot at the game. You know, if you only wanted to go through with black magic, then it's like, ultimate spell is white magic. Suck it up. But alright, we'll give it to Ebos. Who knows? Whoever programmed it thought it would be real funny. Some ancient powerful magic was worthless in the modern day. What? Does it not work? Is it bad? Alright, we'll have to face an enemy and let's actually find another one of those serpent things. You cast the Ultima spell. Destroy them all. Everyone else defend. Just watch. He's gonna kill them all, trust me. It's gonna be great. Wow. That did not, it is level 1, to be fair. But, yeah, that was not very impressive. Especially when our punches do literally 20 times that. But, you know. Apparently, the true Ultima spell was our fists. True Ultima spell was the fists we punched with along the way. You're officially off work now. How's the stream going? The stream is going well. I was gonna be ending it pretty soon here. Next like half hour or so maybe. But yeah, so we got the Ultima spell, and it's kind of garbo, so that's great. Punching is still better. But we're gonna go tell them that we got the useless spell. Aye. Emperor's foul magic can control even the winds. Puffed, Palum, Altair, Getreya, each was destroyed in turn. Now the Cyclone is heading for Fiend. What Cyclone? What did I miss? I was in that tower for like 40 minutes. What has happened since I went in there? The Emperor himself is controlling the Cyclone, I've no doubt. What Cyclone? Long ago we summoned wyverns by reflecting the light of the pendant off the castle's mirror. So I assume it's saying... I should probably talk to the other people here. Storm kicked up, the ship went down, I got separated from you. I thought you were dead for sure. It's good to be wrong now and again. The ultimate magic is in our hands, but what good does it do us? The Cyclone will kill us before we have a chance to use it. Unless we sprout wings and learn to fly, I don't see if we can get into that Cyclone. I mean, yeah, I don't think the ultimate magic is going to be helping us against much of anything. I kind of thought the Ultima magic... Oh wait, we need to go... I think it's on floor 2. It's a large cyclone just past Fiend. Oh. Oh, that's just a... Is it the first floor? Yeah, it does. Okay, I needed to go all the way down, evidently. I thought I went too far down, but I didn't go down far enough. There we go. So, what you're saying is we shouldn't have gone and done that tower because now, like, thousands of people are just straight up dead. And it's all our fault for progressing the game. You see, if we had just taken back the kingdom and then never progressed the game again, then everyone would have been alive. Everyone would have just lived happily ever after. Wouldn't that have been delightful? Mirror absorbs the light emitted by the pendant. Egg. It's not a very old wyvern, but, each of a young wyvern shimmers. The last wyvern egg is finally hatched, and the wyvern is speeding towards Fiend. Okay. Apparently they can fly right after hatching, so that's good. Oh, there's the Cyclone, okay. Great. So why is Rykard in front? Oh, because he's the... Okay, I was like, why does the wimpy baby man get to be the main character here? Like, come on, man, he's... But he is the Dragoon here, so I guess that makes a little bit of sense. Alright, to the Cyclone, I guess. Oh, we're just jumping right into it, okay. I think he's freaking dead. Alright. What happens? Oh. There's bighorns out here now? Interesting. They've updated where the enemy spawns are in the world. What happens if I go into it? Ah. I should have rested first. Oh, why is it getting bigger? What did I do? See, once again, I interact with something, and everything goes horribly wrong. Like, you know, I touch the Cyclone, and it gets 20 times bigger. Where am I? What? How is there a rock inside the cyclone? Oh no, an even higher level vampire. Alright, let's see here. No chests, just stairs. There's a chest, okay. More stairs. Okay. Captain bombs, easy. Then I don't know, what even is this thing? And how did we, okay, we had like 10 years of wood golem, huh? But 10 years of forewarning when it came to the big, you know, airship. How is it then that we had zero clue that he was building a frickin' cyclone control device? How did that just slip by our notice entirely? Oh. Oh no. Well, we are about to turn to stone. There we go. Items. Poison axe. That'd actually be kind of interesting. I see the Lamia are now regular enemies we fight instead of a boss. Ebos is probably over there getting like PTSD from the whole thing with the Lamias. Ambushed. Just like last time. See, I have PTSD about the Flan. He has PTSD about the Lamias. Obviously, my PTSD is more valid, though. And the Flan is just scary. Oh, haste before you die. You are only hastening yourself towards death. You know, luckily all these things are giving boatloads of money, because that means that we will have enough money to buy our lifetime supply of elixirs. And that's what I need in life. I need my elixirs. My unofficial plan. My PTSD is about my own fists. That's true. Just keeps punching yourself. That's no good. But the unofficial goal of the whole run is just to get 99 of every general store item. And I think the elixirs were like 20,000 or something. So that's gonna be a little bit of money. But if we just keep fighting things, eventually we're gonna have the money required for such an endeavor. Royal Guard. Oh, they did, okay. Not that royal, it seems. He's one hit away from death, trying to do as much damage to us as he can before he goes down. Yeah, we're kind of out of potions. We really should have gone back and restocked before jumping in here. I didn't know that it was just gonna throw us straight in when I interacted with it, which I should have assumed, you know, to be fair. I should have assumed that, but I didn't. I was just like, ooh, big shiny thing, time to touch it. And then it kind of screwed me over. I really should have stopped by the inn though, and the general store, and probably both. And I guess at any time we can throw an ether onto Ebos and use his teleport spell to just skedaddle out of here. Man, if that's just a wood golem, that's scary. I mean, how tough is a stone golem gonna be? You know, let alone like an iron golem. Doesn't sound like it would be fun. Let's see, Diamond. Was Diamond any good with spells? No, Diamond is not good with spells. So Diamond, it'll lower your everything. Well, it's only evasion that'll lower, and it'll increase your defense significantly. This will lower your attack, but increase defense significantly. Defense is good. Okay, now we gotta go back down. Yeah, get that Devil's Bloom. Good. Just one shot the hill giant. Okay. Easy game. Except when it isn't. Alright, that puts us down here, and there's no chests, just 2 stairways. We could use some healing after this, especially if he's gonna... Yep. Dang it, Snail. Why you gotta be like that? Where does this put us? Chests? That's where it puts us. Not the wizards. Alright. Oh, the Royal Guard are actually kind of scary. They don't do a ton of damage, but they're consistently tanky. Why can they poison? I guess they drop a poison axe, so that, I guess it makes a little sense. Defender. Probably a shield, right? No, don't do it, Snail. No. No, don't do it. No, not yourself. Come on, man. Just literally beating himself up over there. But you know what you're really beating up is my mana pool. At least we got plenty of ether. Just use 1,000,000 of that, and then healing spells. See, this is why you buy 99 of every single consumable item. Because then if you run out of all the other Ow! Oh gosh, I forgot that we kept leveling up Rykard's health. I honestly thought that he just got one shot there. Because that was an insane amount of damage for Rykard to be tanking to the face. More Royal Guards. These guys are not nearly as bad as the generals. They do like 1/10 the damage, and I appreciate that. Okay, now we gotta go across the lightning. What? An amoeba? Well, we don't have to worry about it because it's dead. Alright. Where does this take us exactly? Okay, we got 4 doors. 4 very probably empty doors. Wood Golem, easy fight for the most part. Dead. Good amount of money. Not the best, but good. Because I have to check each of these rooms. Oh, that's a lot of guys. Oh, we got preemptive strike, so we're good. Very nice. And nothing. Yep. As suspected, a bunch of empty rooms. So I guess we go back and go up the other staircase. Ooh, wood golems. Okay, that's gonna be a little difficult. They do a lot of damage and they have a lot of health. The one you can kind of burst down and he only gets 1 hit out, but 2 of them, that's another matter. Good XP though, evidently. Yeah, destroy the balloon before it can make Snail do heinous crimes again. You know, at this point, I'm starting to think that you're purposefully getting confused by them. Like, you're using their attack as an excuse to, you know, just go out and wreak havoc. Because I don't think you're supposed to be getting turned against your team with every single hit. You know, Ebos has never gotten turned against his team from one of those. Not once. And you've gotten it like every time. So it's like there's either something absolutely Giga Chad about Ebos, or there's something very weird going on here. She's not out of mana, she just leveled it up to 9. Still got a bit of mana left. Now where is this? You go all the way across for a chest. Lots of enemies to kill, I guess. At least more enemies means more cottages and elixirs for me. Monsters, of course. Green dragon, okay. Ow. These dragons are almost as good at fighting as we are. And that's scary. Because they have a lot more armor, because, you know, dragon. Wow, this thing's got HP. How is it still alive? There we go. 0. I wonder. So if we give you the healing staff, can you... Is it like the last game? View description. Staff that restores whomever it attacks. Huh? Wait. Okay, we'll try that, I guess. I don't think we can attack on command, but... We could turn Rykard into our healing guy. This is the final boss. Yeah, let's fight something else. Oh, but it already put in the whole thing. Did the auto attack. Okay. You are gonna attack you. That's not much at all. That is a very wimpy amount of damage. Alright, we're getting rid of the staff. It was good to try it out, but it just ain't all that. Alright, we need to get the last of our health back. Hopefully our mana holds. Close enough. Alright. Well, final boss time, we have no mana. You've revived the wyverns, and now here you are. Yet you are but insects, unworthy of being crushed. Okay. Royal guards. Oh. So you're just gonna send your royal guard at me. Well, we've beaten these guys before. They're not even that tough. Alright. Easy boss. So you have some skill after all. Let's see how you manage against this. 3? Okay. Yeah, sure. He's just like, if 2 royal guard didn't get him, then 3 surely must. Was this just gonna keep going up where we keep fighting more and more royal guards and then we're just fighting 8 every fight? He just keeps throwing them at us. Quite extraordinary, really. It would appear I've sorely underestimated you. You should consider that I'm about to do you a great honor. I shall kill you personally. Alright. Oh, by kill us personally, you mean bring your freaking boy toys into here to kill us. Alright. You don't even give us a chance to cure the venom or, you know, do anything. Like, I probably want to use... There's a lot of items in here. Ooh, an elixir. Fully restores MP. Let's use that on you. You punch. You punch. Get that MP back. I have a high level cure now. That's good. What, that was your attack? That was wimpy. You better have more than that up your sleeve, Mr. Man, or I'm going to be sorely disappointed in you. Oh no, slow. Oh, I'm so scared. Although slow does seem to... Okay, he's just dead. Alright. So by kill us personally, he means bringing up a couple of his other guards and then just standing behind them doing almost no damage while they do all the work. And then he just gets beat up. I will not die. Oh, he looks like he's dying. Yeah, I know that that's how it works in anime. But usually by saying I will not die, it doesn't stop you from dying. You know? Generally, willpower isn't enough to just not die We should go back to Fiend. They'll be waiting. Alright. Was that it? That was the wimpiest final boss I've ever had. I hope that wasn't it. Probably was it. Through your efforts, we finally defeated the Emperor. Thank you. The world was shrouded darkness, but the world was shrouded darkness. But now the light of peace shines once more. Ebos, Unknown Man, Snail, and Rykard, what more could we ask of you? The tales of your bravery will be handed down for generations. Now let us celebrate. Many have come hoping to catch a glimpse of the heroes who brought down the Emperor. I wouldn't want to disappoint them. I mean, it wasn't that hard. Just, you know, send anyone else, and they probably could have done it. The guy was a big wimp. Also, why is she just standing in the corner over here? Nobody wanted to dance with her. She's just sad. She's like, fine, I'm just gonna sit over by the snack table for a bit. You know, just to say that I attended, and then I'll leave. Just hide over at the buffet for a bit. Don't mind me. I didn't want to dance anyway. Stupid dancing people. Poor Layla. Leela. My ladies and lords, the Dark Knight, Void, has declared himself Emperor. He's reorganized the Palmesian Empire. He'll send troops who'll slaughter us all. Ung. Oh, he freaking dead too. He didn't yell, I shall not die. That was his big mistake. It can't be. Void. Well, you know. I knew Void was always the villain. Not in this game, I mean like Void himself. He seems rather villainular. Void the Dark Knight? But I thought he was your friend, your brother. I'll go to him, I'll make him understand. He must be under the spell of the Emperor, I know it. He's ascended the Emperor's throne, there's only one place he could be. Palamecia. What the heck is that? Castle Palamecia is a fortress situated high on the mountains. Okay. So how do I get there? Void the Dark Knight, do you really think you can fight Unknown Man's brother? Yes. This is our battle, you have to let us finish it. I had a feeling you'd say that. Just make sure you come back. It's an impregnable fortress. Luckily, Paul doesn't know the meaning of the word. I've heard him bragging about breaking in. Alright, I guess we gotta go to Paul. Hey, sorry about leaving you out of all the dancing. Dark Knight wouldn't claim the throne for himself. Paul's always bragging about he broke into that place. He'll talk your ear off about it if you give him half a chance. Well, less than half, really. Alright. Well, I think we're gonna head outside and then end the stream. And next time we're gonna go and beat some sense into Void and talk to Paul. And, well, not in that order. I don't think we'd be able to do that in that order, because I think we need to talk to Paul before we can get to Void, but, you know, it's fine. We just gotta wait until it loads so we can get outside so we can save. There we go. So, yes, but we got a lot done. That tower was the biggest dungeon we've been in just yet. This is a very, very long dungeon. But we came out much stronger in the end. I mean, Rykard is still kind of a wimp. He's got about half the HP of anyone else, but you know what? He's trying. He's trying his best. Oh, I should pop back into the town and go to the inn before and like save again, because I know for a fact if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget it by the time it's my next stream, and it's gonna be bad, because then I'm gonna try to go defeat Void with like 0 resources, and that's gonna be horrible. Okay, inn acquired. Now I'm gonna go resave, and okay, so I'll see you guys next time, which is most likely tomorrow, unless something comes up. Then it would be on Monday, because I don't stream on Sunday, as you all probably well know by this point, because I say it like every weekend. But yes, I will see you guys next time. and we'll beat up Void at that juncture. Goodbye.